Howdy, everyone. Good morning. Wait for a few people to come in. Howdy, good morning. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm sitting by the fire over here. It's cold. Sitting inside a house this morning, just waiting for everybody to come in. It's quiet around here. Good morning. Thanks for coming in. Who's in here? I'm trying to find, like, a good time to come in and chat because I haven't set up, like, really any this. I've been doing lives for 1 year. And I'm not really sure of a good time because I'm always on the go. You know, I always have, like, if I have a doctor appointment or something, say, like, then I won't be able to go live. Good morning. Come on in and join us. Join me. Actually, I have not made a cup of tea yet, but I'm about to do that. So if you get your coffee or whatnot, then I will have a cup of tea with you. Good morning, everyone. So in here in this house, we have no heat. We have no oil, or we do have a little bit of electricity, and that's where I've been sitting. But I need the coffee pot if I want to make some coffee, but I guess I better go find the coffee pot. Sometimes it's in the bathroom because, oh, it's not in here either. That's so weird. Maybe I'll just make some on the stove. Who have I got in here? Good morning. Say hello. Danny, good morning. Ah, it's nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a little while. What's shaking bacon? How's everything going? I'm just about to make a cup of tea, and there's no hot water either. There's no hot water here, so it's cold water, and so is the shower. So there's no shower unless you heat up the coffee pot. Oh, I see the coffee pot. Maybe I'll just use the coffee pot. It's so much easier when you use the coffee pot. But I'm having a cup of tea, and I guess nobody's coming in. Danny, did you leave? You didn't even talk to me. Oh. Oh, you left me. I'm sad. All right, well, I'm gonna pour some of this into the coffee pot and get some coffee brewing here, or some tea. Some tea this morning. Oh, you're here. That's so weird. Sometimes it says there's nobody in there, but there is. Do you have some coffee or tea this morning, Danny? I'm gonna put some ginger. I need to set you up over here for a second. So I'm gonna cut some of this ginger up. All right, let me cut some of that up. Cut some of this up. Ginger is really good for your digestion, and that's what's helped me heal a lot too. So I'm gonna put some of this in. Cut this up a little smaller. I don't want to cut into the cabinet. All right, now I'm gonna take this I'm gonna put this in my coffee pot. And then I'm gonna make some hot water. I'll let that brew so that I can drink some tea. All right. My favorite coffee is like Starbucks coffee, but I don't have any. And I haven't really been drinking coffee too much. I've been drinking tea more because it hurts my gut. Does anybody else have that problem with coffee? It's so acidic. I'm having a hard time getting this tea out here. But I found this. And you know, the thing with tea, it's like, I'm gonna have this relax, rewind, then press play again. It's cinnamon, chamomile, and lavender. I'm gonna put that in with my ginger tea this morning because I put some ginger in the bottom of that coffee pot. Thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Yeah, let me find a coffee mug. Everything around here is a little bit upset right now. And this morning I'm gonna get ready and go out with a friend. So I might go have breakfast, and that'll be fun. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have me a cup of tea and hang out with you guys. Wake up with you guys. I didn't sleep last night. How's everybody slept last night? Thank you for the likes. Say hello. This one is by Lipton. It's called Stress Therapy. I don't like Lipton that much because, I'll tell you why. This thing is made of plastic. This tea bag is made of plastic. It's supposed to look all fancy and whatnot, but it's just plastic. So that's what you're soaking. Your hot water goes right over it and melts it and gets it in your tea a little bit. That's a pet peeve of mine, but you know, I don't know what else you're supposed to use. I don't know what the other ones are made out of. Are they made out of like cotton or... No, I've actually done some of the research on that before because I don't like to have plastic or anything in my tea. But it's inevitable, so. All right, who else came in this morning? Thanks for coming in. Ah, say hello to each other, you guys. I make people, I give them a wrench if, you know, they've been in here before with no problems, and I just give them a wrench so that everybody could say hello to one another. I am sitting here by this fire this morning because it is so cold outside. Travel time, good morning, nice to see you. Let's give you a wrench. There you go. So if you want, there you go. So if you want to, you can drop your links, and so that everybody can, you know, I'm a supporter of my friends on YouTube and also, you know, other channels and whatnot. But I'm a supporter of the creators because I know how hard it's been for me in my journey on YouTube. I've been on YouTube maybe 3.5 years, and I have 1,000 subscribers or just over that. So that's been a blessing, and I can go live and whatnot, but I cannot, you know, do the super stickers or any of that stuff, you know, because I'm not monetized and so whatnot. I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out. But I do like to support other people. So if you would like to drop your link, please do. And I always go back and watch them too later. So Travel Time, you are now a moderator. And do you have a cup of coffee or tea with you this morning? I was just making some of this ginger tea. That's really been really good for my digestion because I've got some problems with that. And one of the reasons that I'm here in the East right now, well, other than to visit with my family, is to get some doctor stuff done before I get back out on the road. And my van, too. Oh, right on, you got some coffee. Ah. So I was saying my favorite coffee is Starbucks, and every once in a while I'll go get a Starbucks. But most of the time I drink tea, or sometimes I was even drinking apple cider vinegar and lemon and a little bit of honey, and that's been really yummy. But I'm not drinking that this morning. I'm gonna have myself a cup of hot tea because it's cold out. And what is the temperature near you? Where is everybody coming from this morning? I'm here in Reading, PA. Excuse me. I am with my family, and I am thinking about plans to get back out on the road. I'm missing the road so much, and I'm missing all my friends, like, and missing all the gatherings and stuff that I usually do in the winters. And it's easier to stay warm out there in the west, but I'm in the east. So, Danny, are you up in New York, or do you go to the west? Do you go over to Slab City at all? My friends have given me an invite to go over there and stay in either their trailer or their van, because they just come over from the east, and they have a van, and they just got a travel trailer, so that they can like pick up and go whenever they want, leave their trailer behind, and then they can go off on a little excursion for the weekend. That's really a great way to do it. I was thinking about doing that too, but my van is so heavy, and I've been coming back and forth across the country for the whole time. Oh, you haven't been? Oh, okay. I thought you had been for some reason. Well, so they invited me to stay in their trailer or their van if I just come over there. Because my van is so heavy, like I was saying, it's like so much gas to get back and forth across the country like twice a year. That's what I've been doing, twice a year. So it's getting really expensive, you guys, like super expensive on the gas. Everybody knows like how much the gas went up this year. That was not a blessing. Let's just say. I'm wearing this morning because I don't have any like a house coat or anything, so I'm just wrapping this blanket around me. And I'm gonna go grab my tea here in a minute. All right. Well, Danny, you got to get on out there. Do you work in the daytime or the nighttime? Do you have a set schedule? All right, here's my tea. It's done. So. Get a little bit of ginger in there. And then I like to put a little bit of honey in there to sweeten it up a little bit. Also, honey has a lot of has antibacterial qualities, and so it's a natural antibiotic. So let me pour some of this raw honey in here. Oh, that's about a teaspoon. This is what I got right now, raw honey. So that's full of goodness, and while I'm here, I better take my elderberry I take that for, elderberry is good for your immune system, so I take 2 of those. And I can't swallow the damn thing. So I always get the chewables. I get 2 of these multivitamins. And it's been helping because I've been lacking on some vitamins and minerals. I noticed my vitamin D was down And I could feel the difference of how I was feeling. And I, sure enough, went to the doctor, got some blood work done, whatever. And I was low in my pH. So, yeah, it really does make a difference. I need a little spoon or something here. I don't usually eat in the morning. How about you guys? I usually, if I have a cup of coffee, I feel like that's enough to last me until the afternoon. It's just a lazy morning here, you guys. I haven't gone live all week yet. I'm trying to think of a schedule that I can go live like every week. And I'm going to be getting that back out on the road. Oh, you were in South Carolina? What part? I was over there at Congaree National Park about probably 2 months ago now. Oh, that's a good little cup of tea. I forgot what I was saying last because forgive my ADHD, ADD. I always forget what I'm talking about. And then I go on to a new thing. But yeah, I'm getting ready to go back out on the road, and I was either thinking of picking somebody up. Oh, girlfriend, nice. That's cool. And where do you normally live? What state do you normally live in, Danny? I thought it was New York, if I'm not mistaken. And someone else came in. Say good morning. Everybody can drop your link if you like. So I've been having some thoughts about what I'm gonna do. So I can either take my van out. Oh, you're in New Mexico. Oh, okay. Well, see, I was trying to buy a little piece of property over there in like near Taos. It's just like a little quarter acre, but it's near my friends. And like I could go there in the summer and just hang out and like have a place to regroup. And there's some hot springs down there too. So that's really neat because I love the hot springs, and so much more clear than the Slab City hot spring. Well, yes, I am friends with Mac, and Mac and I have traveled. Mac and I, and actually Zig, a while back, we were all trying to get a place together. The three of us, we were trying to get that quarter acre that I'm talking about. Well, I had the money, but they didn't at the time. And then things turned upside down where I don't have the money, but they have the money. So they each got their own quarter acre or half acre, or whatever it was out there. And and they do their, they do their streams and stuff from out there. So good morning, Jamie. It's so nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Good morning. You're up early. I know you're out in Arizona right now. Where are you, travel time? Where are you from? Where are you at? Do you have a permanent place, or are you a traveler / nomad / gypsy? I know Jamie's out there on the road. Heartiverse, that's Jamie. I haven't seen any videos from you. Maybe, oh, you did one, I think. But I would love to see some of the people there and some of the fires or potlucks or whatever's going on over there. So I know you do little shorts sometimes, and that would make a nice short if you want to do that. I would love to watch it. Jamie, I'm just sitting here by the fire this morning with my cup of tea because it's a cold morning here in Reading. I'm actually on the outskirts of Reading, in the country. There's like, the houses are on their own, like acre lots or half acre lots, something like that. Oh, wow. Yeah, it has been super expensive, and that's why I'm trying to figure out what to do. Do I leave my van here? Do I sell it? And then either one of those, I would go out there and then stay with my friends. I have a lot of places I could stay. The only thing would be transportation, and I guess I could always like rent a van or a car or something like that, which I just might do. And then, travel between the places where I can stay. So I can always get a tent too. But I really would like to catch up on some bills, save some money, and get a minivan. I think I'm gonna get a minivan because I want to come back and forth and see my grandkids on their birthdays and stuff like that, and take them away like in the summer for a vacation. So it's something that I really want to do. And it's been hard because I don't have any seats in my van. Like I have one front seat, which I finally got my van how I want it. Like I could travel with the kids. I have 2 beds. Well, I have a bed and a bench that I need to look into like extending that, but I could pull that out and make another bed there. And then my floor is a bed too. So I know I keep saying I'm gonna show you, but you know what? I think I showed you last time, but it's so cold out right now. I'm not gonna go out there. Yeah, I know what you mean, travel time. I'm having the same kind of problem since gas went up so astronomically last year. It's just been too much to travel in my van, and with me going back and forth every year, you know, to the east, to the west. Dome Rock, right on. Oh, Gypsy Minstrel is over already? Nice. So there's what, a week in between? And then, like, I guess the RTR is going on right now. Oh, hello, Homestead. How are you doing? Everybody is from like the New Mexico and Arizona area that's in my chat right now. Thank you for the likes. Please stop by the like button if you would be a dear. Yes, everything is going pretty well. Like um, I've had some pretty good luck since the new year. And like I got my van back right before the new year so I could spend some time in it and actually get some new clothing and stuff. It was away for me for a month, and I didn't have, that's my home. So I didn't have any place to stay, and so I was here in the East coming back to my kid's house. And I was hauling a trailer and I got in an accident. And so they fixed it, which they didn't really fix it, saying that it was wear and tear. So I've just spent, a lot of money to fix it and some other expenses and whatnot. So I'm trying to regroup and think of what I can do because I really want to be out there in Quartzsite and Slab City right now, and Holtville. My friend Sparkalina, she is down in, she's going to be going to Holtville, and so her and I were going to spend some time together, and then head over to Slab City, I'm thinking, and spend some time there. So before spring comes, and then maybe I could get a minivan, and then I would just put I would just do a no build, like I started out as a no build. Like I started out as putting all my stuff on the floor of the van, and that never works out because you always got a lot of stuff, right, Jamie? Jamie can attest to that. Jamie just had her van built out this past year at the Van Aid. So, how is your van now, Jamie? Did you get the stuff sorted out? And I know she always rides with her dolls in the front. Oh, cool. Okay? Thanks for dropping your link there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Homestead too. I just did get everything done. They're saying that they want to do the engine mount ball joints in the front of my van. And a lot of other work. I've been stuck on the brakes for a couple years because somebody done gave me a bad brake job, and from there all my bearings blew out, and I've had 5 or 6 sets of brakes. They kept trying to fix the brakes, but they didn't do the right thing, and it wound up maxing all my cards out. So that's what I'm up against right now. My cards are maxed out, and I just put that additional repair stuff on there, uh, plus the GoFundMe of whatever people gave me. So that was really super sweet, and I was able to get, I would say, a third of the money of what I needed for all the expenses that they charged me, and my insurance screwed me over. So now I'm thinking of a minivan. If I would get a minivan, I would leave, I'd probably leave the 2 seats in the front and then make a bed in the back. And all I would do is buy one of those fold-up beds that's like a cot or something, or like, and then I would just use that as my bed so that I don't have to, because what I have in my van right now is made with pallets and it's really heavy, making the gas even more expensive. I mean, to fill up, it just burns more when you have a heavier vehicle and stuff inside of it. So, oh, I love the mountains of Arizona too. Oh, what's your favorite place? I love Sedona. And Globe. Globe is pretty cool too. There's a lot of Indian lore out there, and like petroglyphs and stuff like that I love to see. So what's your favorite, Danny? Aw, travel time. You brought home your van, or what was it? A minivan? The rest is good. That's good. Yeah, Arizona is awesome. It's one of my favorite states to travel. I really need to go get my... good morning, everybody that came in. Please stop by the like button and join us in the conversation and drop your link. So, I love Arizona. I was thinking about getting my... whatever vehicle I have, I'm going to try to get it registered there. It seems to be the easiest, and they don't make you do inspection like as much as it's every year here, and it's here in Pennsylvania. And I've been trying to switch it for a few years now, and I tried to do California, but California is too expensive, and they make you do all the what do you call that, emissions testing and like all that stuff. And I have a 97 van. They're trying to do away with, make all of those vans and everything obsolete. All those vehicles that are from like before, they were more efficient and better with emissions. So California's out. Oh, nice. Yeah, my Van Doodle is drawing heads all the time. It's turning heads all the time. I meet people all the time with my Van Doodle because I let everybody write on her. Oh, you're doing a purge at schoolie. Good. Well, you can put a lot of stuff in the free pile up there if you have any stuff for the free pile. Because I know you did a purge when you were at Annie's, and thank you for the things that you extended to me. Good job, Jamie. I'm glad to see you've got a task. Right on, girl. Hello, Alien. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. You can all drop your links. Oh, Pink Gorilla is in the house. Wow, I am so humbled. You guys join me. Thank you so much. So, yeah. Right on. Rim Country. Oh my God. There's so much stuff to explore out there, Danny. You're gonna make yours into a travel trailer. Okay. Oh, VW camp are you at? How nice. Oh, right on. Well, yeah, so the other thing I'm thinking is if I can get a rider to go out with me to the west, and then maybe sell it out there. I could sell my van out there. But it's all colored on. She's got all kinds of doodles all over her, and everything is pretty much brand new in there. So the brakes are good. There was something wrong where they were rusting up or something, so they fixed that too. and they did the ball joints. Now I've got to do the engine mounts. I think I got to take it for a second opinion. Excuse me. Work/camper van, right on. That is the way to do it. Make it into one so that you can like have a multi-use vehicle. Okay, I know Phoenix, Homestead, I know Phoenix is one of the places where you need to do emissions and stuff, right? Yeah. Sholo, Pine Top, Lakeside. Oh, nice. Sholo, okay. That's a real nice area. I've been there. Conchob, what's that, alien? You know, I would have, if I do buy that little piece of property, then I would have that address. There's actually no addresses out there. You have to use the block numbers, which, hey, Walt Money, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in, you guys. Oh, right on. It's so nice to have everybody here. But yeah, in New Mexico, like, it's called Tres Piedras. It's just like raw land, you know, and this is land that has been given away as raffle back in the 60s. So everything is a giant grid of half-acre and mostly quarter-acre lots. And a lot of it is grown in. Like, a lot of people bought stuff up in the front, towards the front, the first like 3 blocks in. But as you go up, everything gets really grown in, so you have to really maintain it. Because it's easy to grow like a lot of pinions up there, pinion pines and stuff like that, like evergreen. And a lot of sage up there. I love the sage. Oh, really? You don't get mail delivery either? Oh, thank you, Danny. Thank you for the tip. Okay, well, if I do wind up doing it in Arizona, that's what I'll do. Prescott, Orban County. Oh my God, we've drove through there. It is just fantastic. Driving all over Prescott. Like, what is that, the 89 that goes through there, Danny? Oh my God, it is just fantastic. The hairpin turns, the freaking stellar views of the mountains. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And one of my favorites is Jerome. How many of y'all have been to Jerome or Sedona? Type a 1 if you have been into Sedona. 89, yep. Okay. Oh, right on, Travel Time. Travel Time, what is your name? And Homestead, what is your name? Lots, right on. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for too. And I'm always looking for like raw land, you know? Right on. So Sedona is like one of the most metaphysical and beautiful places that I've ever been to. So the first time I ever went to Sedona, I mean, you just go over that hill, and when you come over that hill, you see nothing but red canyons and mountains and hoodoos and like pinnacles and all kinds of really cool mountain formations. And there's a lot of vortexes there. So like the energy there is just amazing. Camp Verde. Oh, right on. Is that where you are, Alien? Are you at Camp Verde this morning? Are you in Arizona there? So I've been wanting to go to the Verde Hot Springs, and I hear that's reopened. Has anybody else heard about that? Eric. Oh, nice to see you, Eric. Thanks for coming and joining me today. And Roger, so nice to meet you both. I hope that I can remember your names. And sometimes I go back in my lives and I look up the names again because I want to see if I can remember them. So Oh, right on. Camp Verde. Yes. Is it? Oh, it's rainy up there today in Yavapai. How do you say that? I think I said it right. That's the way I say it. That's the way I've been saying it. And then, oh, Prescott is also getting wet. A lot of rain out there in the west, from what I've been hearing. A lot of people say that there's like a lot of rain. My tea's getting cool already. Boo. But yeah, I mean, the vortexes are so fantastic. Like, if you can see how those trees grow, they grow twisted. Like the branches and barks are twisted. Like I used to have a piece in my van that I found. It became part of me when I was at a place. Let's just say. Fossil Creek Road to Hot Springs is open. Oh wow! So tell me more about that, Alien. So where would you park? Like, what's the closest place to park to get to Verde Hot Springs? And then you have to walk some ways, I think, and you have to cross over the river to get to the hot springs. I'm pretty sure that's the case. I have never gone there yet, but I've heard it was great, like when there was no hot springs there. Like, people like went over, and I've seen pictures of it where they would like graffiti everything and stuff, and I love graffiti. I think it's just artistic, unless it's just scribble scrabble. But I think it's just adds to the place for me. So I don't know if that's gone yet, and if you know, please let me know. Travel times, or wait, let me use your first name. Eric, you're getting a lot of snow. How much snow did you get this year so far? And how much is on the ground right now? Is it one of those like where it doesn't melt and then it turns into snert, like dirty snow, like snowy dirt? Oh, White Ridge. Okay, nice, Alien. Is it peaceful out there? Mm-hmm. Camp Verde area. Nice. A mile. Okay, well, that's not bad. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I like the art in Slabs, and that's one of the draws for me to go to Slabs is I love the art installation there. I mean, so many people do art, and they spray paint and tag and graffiti everything, and which is really beautiful. I think some of the art with the spray paint is just amazing. I wish that I could work a spray paint can like that, like just know where to shade and to fill in, and the way that it's gonna stop or start or put too much paint out or not enough paint out. Like, I guess that's a whole, it really is an art. I know a kid that used to work with me. He was my kitchen back. He would do like he would serve and cook because we didn't have that many eats in our place. But anyway, he graffitied his entire room that he was staying in at his mom's place, and he was, still in high school at the time. Getting snow on and off. 4 inches. That's not that much at all. That's really good. Oh, but it does stay around, huh? So that's the pretty snow, that's the nice snow, Roger, where you go in, like get a few inches, and then it stays around except for the roads, and it just looks really pretty. And it's like when you start getting the mad amounts of snow, like, 10 inches or something, and then they plow it, and then it's just all dirty and looks gross. His Flagstaff is froze over. Well, it is a high elevation up there. And Prescott's not that much lower, is it? Maybe a couple hundred or a few hundred feet. Oh, you have a dusting at the moment. That's pretty. Oh, that is a lot. 18 to 24 inches. Dang, Eric, that's a lot. That's a good bit. But not as much as some people get, I guess, you know. The mud derby. Oh no, that sounds like a hot mess. Ugh. I would want to park my, or maybe take public transportation or something, but then I guess you gotta walk in it too, so. Oh wow, 2 feet, yeah. That's a good bit of snow. Right on, like it's a mile high up, that's true. So, it is a lot higher than it is out here. I'm at about 2,100 feet. Yeah, it's usually on the same day unless it's really cold. That's true. Well, it's been cold here. The past, what, 3 or 4 days, it's been in the 40s in the daytime, which is fairly nice. Especially, it's been sunny the past 2 days. Like, I love the sunshine, and it's so hard to come by at this time of year over here. Like, we don't get those real pretty sunrises and sunsets because it's just gray out like this. But yesterday and the day before, oh, this week's so far has been beautiful. Monday and Tuesday were beautiful. Three feet? Holy mount! Oh, I'm gonna look that up. Sandia Mountains. Okay, that's cool. Do you like the snow? Who likes the snow? Listen, I don't mind the snow when it's not cold. I don't mind the snow when it's not wet. I guess I just don't like snow. I like it in a picture because it's really pretty in a picture. And I think it looks really pretty, and I love to walk out in it just for a minute, though. Only if I have my boots, mittens, scarf, and appropriate dress, you know. I wish I had a kayak. Alien. That would be so cool. Yeah, then you can get right to the hot springs that way. Like, that would be a perfect day of kayaking the Verde River and then getting right up into the hot springs and then having a soak. That would be amazing. Of course, we'd have to have a rig where we start and a rig where we finish. So then we could put the kayak on there and go back, or at least go back and get my van. I guess you could always get a ride, but you know. And I never go by myself anyway. First of all, my shoulders don't work for the paddling. Y'all have your coffee and tea? It's almost time for a second cup. Whiskey Row? Oh, I would love to come up there. What is Whiskey Row? Tell me about that. Yeah, I think you two are pretty close in. Hey, Captain Crunch. What's happening? How are you, dear? Nice to see you this morning. And we were just talking about like snow and like the weather, how it's been. But what's the weather by you, Captain? And what is your first name? I like to call you Captain. But you were Captain Crunch, I think, right? Is that right? Are you the same person? And what is your first name? Oh, you liked it back then, yeah. I liked it when I was a kid, too. Yeah, I don't like camping in it, especially. That is too cold for me. I don't like... Actually, last year, I was camping in my van, you know, van camping, van life, right? And I was up in, not this time of year, but up until like past Thanksgiving and stuff, I was in Pagosa Springs. over in Colorado, and it snowed pretty dang hard on us. So we got a few inches, and it was so cold. We were starting the Mr. Buddy up, but I don't like to sleep with that. Like, it's only like a good blast of air, and you got to keep the doors open anyway. So what's the sense of like even heating it up? It just goes right out, and it's like such wasted energy. Like, I feel like if I just hurry up and get right under the blankets, and I got a whole bunch of blankets, and I'm like dressed like in a flannel, like, you know, a t-shirt or whatnot, whatever they call this. And then, you know, sometimes I'll put on my black sweater and whatnot. I wonder where that black sweater is. I gotta find that. I love that thing. Keeps me warm. And then lots of blankets, and like then I put on the top layer, I put on a nylon sleeping bag. So that kept me warm, but man, it was so cold. I didn't like it. But it was so beautiful too. It was so beautiful, and the snow was packed down so you could drive on it and stuff. Oh, right on, Danny. Okay. I'll have to come to your channel and give you some watch time. Thank you, Captain, or Crunch. What's your first name? Let me see. Did you tell me? Nope. Well, anyway, you have some really nice drawings. I like your artwork. The hot springs are nice. The hot springs are so nice. That one that you saw, I think, Crunch, was Renova Hot Springs, and probably the Hot Springs, Montana one, which was, I can't even think of the name of it. But anyway, that was like a pool one. It was like they created a pool, a big size tub with the running water in it. And then the Renova one was in the river, much like the Verde Hot Springs, where Alien is at. Jemez Pueblo Hot Springs. Jemez. I don't think I've been there, but I was at, I will look that up. Thank you. Jemez Pueblo Hot Springs. Well, you got, Danny, drop your link. If you are flying drones and stuff on your channel and stuff, why not drop a link? Everybody could drop a link here. And then, who was it that dropped a link earlier? Let me go back and look. Somebody dropped a link. It might have been you. It was before that. Let's see here. Oh, it was Eric that dropped a link. So yeah, if you guys want to drop your link, please do that. Hello, Juanito. I love that, Juana. Thanks for coming in. Nice to see you. I just gave you the wrench too. So drop your links. All right, let me catch up here. I will definitely check out the Jemez Pueblo. But the one that I was in Arizona, let me see. I may have been to more than one. But the one that sticks out in my mind was hiking down to, it was in the Gila Wilderness, or the Gila, it was in the Gila River, and in the Gila Mountains. And there's a place over there where you can find a soak. And you know what? We just went in and talked to like a lot of locals, like, where's the local hot springs? You know, you go into like the local shops or like markets, especially. People are going to the markets, and sometimes they've been to the hot springs or going to the hot springs, or they're a local and they know where the hot springs are. So yeah. So that's where I went, Gila, and it was a 2-mile hike, and you had to go down a sheer cliff, almost. It was really steep. And then once you got down there, it was a beautiful, like, beach of trees, cottonwoods. And then you had to cross over the river, and then there were some sand pits, like little pools where you could build the rocks up or the sand up around it and have a nice soak. Very nice soak. That was very private. Not many people going in and or out of there at all. I saw like 3 people going in and out of there, but we actually stayed overnight at that one. So that was my Arizona one. Or was that New Mexico? Oh, I think that was New Mexico. Yeah, that was actually in New Mexico. Old saloons. Danny, I love old saloons. And are you a craft beer drinker or a beer drinker? I guess so if you like old saloons. And what's your favorite old saloon? I want to go to it. I was just at one up in California. It was an older place. It was the first, it's the oldest bar in California. So I was just over there. Oh, why are we taking away messages? What's happening with that? They do a shuttle. Oh, that's cool. Okay. That's good to know, Alien. Whiskey Row is a bunch of historic bars in Prescott. They used to have a law in Prescott that they had to have as many churches as bars. Oh. I like church too, but I like saloons too. And I like to get a nice stout beer, or I've been doing, like, if I drink at all, any alcohol at all, it's usually something that does not have gluten in it, like ciders. I've been really liking the ciders. Me and my friend Dave, well, some of you guys know Dave Lowe. He turned me on to a really nice line of really good ciders. One was caramel, one was chocolate. Oh my God, that was so good. And then the other thing I drink is like seltzers. But I'm really picky about them. I like ranch waters. The ranch water's good. It's not like overwhelming. It's just kind of like the old like wine coolers, but no sugar, like hardly any sugar. Oh my God, the Montana hot springs are awesome, aren't they, Elian? Right on, right on. Wild Horses Hot Springs. Yeah, it sounds nice. It sounds like the Salt River in Arizona. Wild horses. Yeah, right on, Juan. All right, cool. Four Peaks has a nice craft beer. Oh, is that a brewery up there? Because I do like the breweries. I also like the food fair, not just the beer fair, the craft fair. I'm gonna go warm my tea up. Does anybody want another cup of tea? Because we got about another 8 minutes, and then I gotta go take a bath. I gotta heat up some water in the coffee pot. So let me drink the rest of this tea. Yeah, there's some ginger in there. Warm that up. And then I'm gonna actually start a pot of water right now because I'm gonna have to go get washed up because my friend is coming over and we're gonna hang out today. So we're supposed to go to lunch and stuff. So that'll be nice. What's on your agenda for the day, you guys? I'm gonna be looking up those hot springs later, you guys. Like, I'm gonna be looking up the one where Alien is near at Verde, and then I'm gonna look up the Jemez Pueblo one. And where's my little knife? Yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna stir my tea. I put a little bit of honey in there again. I don't like it without the honey. Plus, it's good for you to get a little bit of honey sometimes. It boosts your immune system. The ginger's good right now. Oh, now it's good. All right, let's see what we got here. You've been digging their kilt litter. Oh, okay. What did you find? Oh, the Salton Sea? You want to see the Salton Sea? poo-poo. Yeah, it's Eric, no. It's like, it's really interesting. I guess it's an anomaly, but maybe not. Um, it's the sea in California that is just a big pile of salt, pretty much. It's very shallow. I'm sure it's deeper in some spots. They're actually making like a waterfront up in the um, north part of the Salton Sea, uh, um, which is now covered by a bunch of date palm farms, and a lot of other farms like lemon trees and citrus and stuff grows over there. But if you go on the east side of the Salton Sea, that's where Slab City is, and the eastern side is, I mean, it's very beautiful. You're looking west. If you're looking west, you're looking over the Santa Rosa Mountains and the San Bernardino Mountains. Mount San Jacinto and Mount Gorgonio are over there. So it's very beautiful. They many of the times have snow caps all year round. Even sometimes in the summer, they'll get like a dusting of snow up there on the mountaintops. And if you go on the other side of the Salton Sea, if you go north of that and go to Route 10, there's Joshua Tree National Park there. If you go on the other side of that, that's Route 62, and it's the snow to sand monument because the snow caps are there. And Route 62 starts at the bottom there at the Palm Springs, and then you can drive up that mountain into Yucca Valley and all that stuff, and it is just gorgeous. Looking behind you with all the scenery of the snow and the mountaintops, Mount San Jacinto and Gorgonio, just give breathtaking views. And then in the early spring, all the flowers come in bloom, and it's just amazing. So that would be a really nice trip to do the Salton Sea. If you walk out on the beach of the Salton Sea, it is nothing but salt, like little piles and little pillars of salt even. So it's really hard to walk, and a lot of dead fish because there are so many fish in there that they wind up not having enough oxygen and stuff. And it's just a sad thing because the Salton Sea is diminishing so much. It came in from an overflow from the Colorado River, and then they cut it off at the New River. They cut the source off, and then it's just been shrinking, 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 shrinking. It's actually an ancient sea that has been there for 5,000 something years, and it's filled up 3 times. But when they cut it off, it started getting really stanky, like stagnant, and a lot of dead fish. It's really stinky. It's got like, you know, some gases that float above it, and it makes it like stinky at night. Like so, like in the evening when the sun sets, you can smell it a lot. All right, let me catch up here. What are you guys saying? Okay, cool. New Mexico. Oh, new microbrewery. That's cool. I'll have to check that out because I love me some microbreweries. Right on. Stay dry, Alien. I have to do a video too, Eric. Oh, good. I'm glad I gave you some food for thought so you can look some stuff up. It does smell bad. Bombay Beach. Yeah, and slabs. Yeah, definitely. I would encourage it. That's a real fun trip, Eric. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, the Long Coast. Did you do the PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway? Yeah, Ponderosa too. Yeah, definitely. Go see Shannon over there. Oh. Oh, nice, Alien. I'll go check your channel out. Hey, Rome. Nice to see you. James, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Hi, guys. Okay, sweetie, I'm gonna get going too in a minute. Danny, it's been nice hanging out with you for the entire hour. Thank you so much. Bless your hearts for coming in, giving me some watch time, and hanging out with me and having a cup of tea. Aw, you're so sweet, James. How are you feeling today, dear? How's that leg? And do you have any snow over there, James? We were talking about snow earlier. Remember to stop by that like button, you guys, if on your way out. The coastal highway. Oh my God, Eric, I just want to do that whole trip. I mean, I've done like from the PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway. I've started even before the Pacific Coast Highway, which is, it's not the 101 yet. I think it's the one. But it runs along the coast, going through Oceanside and like San Diego. Well, I started in San Diego, went up through Oceanside and all of that, and then the PCH actually starts at Dana Point. So I picked that up, the Pacific Coast Highway, and drove that all the way up to Ventura. I wound up picking up a hitchhiker, gal that was in. She was in from Korea for like 3 days, and she had already spent one day with this huge pack on her. I don't know. She had a huge pack. Like if I was just going for 3 days, dude, I would have packed a lot lighter. But she had this huge pack, threw it on the bed, and we drove up to San Francisco. But we took the 5 most of the way because it was a lot quicker for her. She didn't want to like do the scenic route. But so I still have to go back to Ventura now and go all the way up back. I've done some of Big Sur, but I have to do that gap. I did wind up going all the way around Los Angeles and did the whole coastal route around that. And then I want to do, and then I've also done Point Reyes, which is um, north of San Francisco. So I got to bridge all those gaps. And then I would like to continue on up. And then I also did some of the coast at the Redwoods, the Redwood National Forest. And the coastal redwoods are up in Northern California. Freaking gorgeous trees and just such peaceful, peaceful woods up there. If you got to get out, up there if you like that sort of stuff. Oh, you're a citizen of Slow Jam Maston. It's located in the same area. Okay, cool. What is that now? Rome, tell me a little bit about that. Much love, Danny. Have a great day, to Eric. Oh, good. Are you getting a dry day, James? That's great. Aw, thank you, Jamie. Thank you for hanging in there. I love you. Give everyone a big hug for me, please. Yeah, James, the 101. I just want to do that. I would love to caravan with some people up there and like camp in Big Sur or something, you know. There's some places where you can go out on the beach over there. Thank you for dropping your link, Jamie. Yeah, and then we did Oregon, like some of the Oregon coast from the Redwoods. I think it was like Klamath up to, we did Brookings. We did Crescent City, which is really nice. You could stay there overnight by the pier all summer long, like you free parking. There's a lot of great camping over there. And then Brookings, there's not really too much camping. I hear there's a place up there. But then, like, you can find some pullouts along the coast up there in Oregon if you don't have a super huge rig. And there are some, I think they call them midways, but they're actually like a rest stop, and you can go pull in down there and stay overnight there if you have your own, if you have your, you know, if you're self-sufficient. If you have your own rig and you want to boondock there. And then we also slept overnight at the, oh God, I forget the name of the lighthouse. But there's parking there. You can stay over there a couple nights. We did that. And then I didn't go past Hasita Lighthouse. Oh, that's where we stayed. That's where we stayed at Hasita. And then we went up to another lighthouse, but I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But I did not get to go north of that. So I want to do the whole coast north of that, north of Hasita Lighthouse, and all the way up to Washington, up and then go around Vancouver and into the two. And I would love to travel the whole two across the top of the United States from north or from the northwest to the northeast. That would be so cool. Oh man, Rome, that must have been so beautiful. See you later, Ramblin' Rome. Are you going? Okay. Okay, everybody's starting to peel out. Alien, it was nice to have you in here. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Stop by that like button if you would. Long ocean all the way up to Oregon. Long places pull off. Yeah, there's some places to pull off. And I had always heard, James, that there's no place to pull off. But then when I actually got there, because my friend Ron went through there 2 years ago, and he had an A-class trailer, A-class motorhome, and he could not find a place to park. So, but I know that there are some pullouts there that can accommodate like an A-class, and definitely that Midway can accommodate an A-class trailer. So that was just a big beach. It was like a big dirt pile between the river and the ocean. So you can go stay there. Wow, you drove a semi up there. Yeah, you just have to be careful. That's cool. Violet, good morning, dear. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. I was just having a little bit of coffee. Or not coffee, I'm having tea this morning. I'm having some ginger tea with some lavender, cinnamon, and chamomile. And some nice raw honey. And I'm getting ready to go take a little bath because there's no hot water here. I'm gonna have to heat up some water in the coffee pot. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna pour my tea that I made into here. So I have some ginger in there, and I made some ginger tea, and I sliced up some ginger in there. Now I gotta get it out. But yeah, we've got no hot water here. There's no oil or anything. And so I'm gonna pour a little bit more in there. Give Ashton a cup of tea. So this is how I'm making my bath water. Gotta let that fill up. And then I put it in this pitcher. And you know what taught me this? Use this pitcher. It's a gallon pitcher. And the coffee pot will fill this up with hot water halfway. And then I'll add some cold water the rest of the way. And then I'll just go in there and soap up real quick. And I'm gonna put my hair up because I don't need to wash my hair today. I wash it like a couple times a week. And then I'll just pour that sucker right over top of my head or my face and my body and then get warm. So I'm gonna start that now. There's some hot tea for Ashton when she wakes up. Excuse me. And now I'm just gonna pour this in here and get that hot, ready for a bath. And then my friend's coming around 10 o'clock, so I gotta scoot off here soon. I really do gotta scoot off here. It's just about that time now. It's what, 9:41 here on the East Coast. So, yeah, thanks for hanging with me and staying with me. Let's see. Yeah, it really heats up quickly, James. So that's really nice. And of course, this little heater where I'm gonna come sit and get dressed. I gotta go outside in my van, get some clothes, and run back in here, and then I'll take my bath. So with that, I'm gonna let you guys go for the day. I hope you all have a very blessed day. I hope that many smiles come to you today. I hope that um, everybody gets to take a deep breath. Let's do a quick deep breath before we go. We got to get that good cleansing breath where we take in a full breath and then we just get out all that stale air. So that will help us with our day. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now let it out. That feels so good. And then maybe like a little stretch. And let it out. You guys, I thank you for coming in with me, and it's been real nice sharing with you this morning. Have a blessed, happy day. Much peace and love. Happy trails. I'll see you soon.